Money in the Bank just finished, and I don't know how I feel about it. It was an up and down battle hill, but overall, I thought it was a good show. And here's my review for Money in the Bank. But before we continue this video, drop a big thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button if you want to know, because I'm on the road to 500 subscribers, and leave down comments below. What do you guys think about Money in the Bank 2025? We'll leave it down comment below. As always, let's get back into today's video. So the first match on the card was the Women's Money in the Bank match, which had Stephanie, Alexa, Roxanne, Naomi, Rhea, and Julia. So Roxanne and Julia kept actually they weren't botching him. The ladder said, "Nah, it ain't gonna work for me today." Literally was just making sure the ladder wasn't working, because they're working together to take down Rhea, but the ladder spots they were trying to do would not work because either the ropes. By the way, the ladders were like 10 feet tall for the women's match. It looked like, because it looks like the men had like the shortest ladders imaginable. Not even joking. Like, yeah, I'm right up there, but they kept the ladders kept on botching, and then they buried Rhea under like 12 ladders. And then when all this was happening, somehow Roxanne got on Stephanie's back, and Stephanie tried to climb up the ladder to get the Money in the Bank briefcase with a Julia on her back. It was insane work. But Julia and Roxanne were helping each other and lifted Liv Morgan up above their head and slammed her down, landing on a ladder, which looked painful, by the way. Didn't even look like it hit like any at least like any type of meat. It just looks like it hit like the bottom of her stomach area, which looked disgusting. Like the very edge of the end of the stomach area. It looked disgusting. And by the way, best spot of the match, because there wasn't even a really big spots in this women's match. Like, this probably was the worst women's ladder match of all time. Like, I feel like no women wanted to take a dangerous spot, but it's whatever. Oh, where am I? Okay, so yeah, Rhea comes out of the ladders like she came out of a grave. Grabs Roxy, throws her down to the barricade and stuff, and does the same thing to Julia. Puts the ladder sideways inside the ropes, throws Julia face first into it, and Julia sold her butt off. And the ladders in this match look like they're like taller than a men's ladder. Like the Money in the Bank briefcase was way up there and into a dome, bro. Not even joking. Stephanie did something cool. She hit the Devil's Kiss on Rhea Ripley on top of the ladder that was in the ladder spot, so it looked so cool. But Pop Rocks to Stephanie and Naomi, with Alexa doing a Pop Rocks to Naomi, and Roxanne doing a Pop Rocks to Stephanie. Let me just tell you, they did not look good. It looks like they were trying to protect each other as much as possible. But let me just tell you, if you're trying to make a spot look good, go as fast as possible. If you want to get a good reaction, go as fast as possible, bro. Not joking. Of course, we had Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley stare down after they hit a Sister Abigail DDT and Riptide combo on, I think it was Roxy and Julia. And then they had a little face-off and stuff. Then they tried to climb the ladder, which didn't really work out because Naomi tips the ladder over, climbs it, and pulls down the Money in the Bank briefcase, which she wins, and let me just tell you, is well deserved because Naomi has earned this, and I'm so glad Rhea did not win it because I thought for a second when she was being buried under the ladders by Roxy and Julia, bro, I thought, oh my gosh, they're gonna have to run it, bro. And I'm surprised TKO didn't want Mommy in the Bank. But I guess we could also get caution in the bank, so I don't know what that is, but I'm glad Naomi won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now she can cash in on Tiffany, bring the title to SummerSlam, and have a triple threat with Bianca Jay for the title. And you see what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, next match that was just added to the card before the show started, Worlds Collide, was Dominic Mysterio defending his Intercontinental Championship against Pentagon. No, sorry. Wait, hold on. I messed up. Defending his Intercontinental Championship against Off-Brand Pentagon. Bro, you cannot tell me, bro. He's just another shape. Bro, does Lucha Libre just have a bunch of shapes? And the worst part is, the mask looks the exact same as Penta's, too. So it doesn't help. And he's Octagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. Bro, it did not help, bro. Brand name, this is off-brand Penta, bro. Octagon, bro, they're just shapes. But in the beginning of this match was a little quick match. Honestly, probably should have been on Raw or Worlds Collide. Don't know why it wasn't on Worlds Collide. But all I know is Octagon Jr. does some flippies, some crazy stuff. And Dominic does his signature, tying the mask of a luchador to the bottom rope, which he did. He tied it up there. Of course, did his couple tacks. Punches and kicks and stuff like that. And then when Dom was trying to go for a 619, Octagon literally dodged it. When he was trying to do this crazy, like, moonsault thing, I actually don't know what he's going for, like this thing on the top rope, Liv Morgan distracts Octagon, leading Dom to hit a 619 and a frog splash with a clean win. And let me just tell you, Dominic did not have to cheat in this match at once. No cheating, a clean win, no interference at all either. So it was good. And by the way, Octagon sold that 619 like he literally just got shot with like a paintball or a gun. I'm not even douche. Like he like fell. Like I don't even understand how he did that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I wish I was that athletic, or bro. Like bro got hit and he just did like a backflip or something. Bro, it was insane. Insane work. And Dom won clean and walked out as the Intercontinental Champion. Let's go. Next match was the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, who had Liv Morgan, Lyra Valkyria defending her championship against Becky Lynch. And before the bell even rings, Lyra jumps Becky. And then they just start doing a bunch of reversals, which, I mean, is pretty cool. Becky all of a sudden starts spamming leg drops and elbows. But the first thing that actually was interesting and cool in the match, when Lyra hit a beautiful corkscrew sit-out powerbomb. It's a pretty crazy move. Lyra, on the second rope, hit a stalling superplex into a fisherman suplex. So she literally went from one and then boom. It was insane. But they went to the outside after that. Lyra set Becky up on a barricade. She got on the announcer's table, jumped from the announcer's table, and landed a big leg drop on the side of Becky's neck. Then they got back in the ring. She tried to do it again, but Becky reversed into the classic powerbomb zesty pin try thing. But Lyra kicked out. And then they got back on the top rope. Becky hits a big manhandle slam from the second rope to Lyra. But all of a sudden, Lyra kicks out at 2.99999 seconds. Then they somehow got on the outside, but Becky hates Lyra so much she threw her in the ring post to a manhandle slam on the mat. Then they get back up. Lyra hits a Nightwing on Becky to the floor, and they took their sweet their sweet time to get back inside that ring. It was 9.999 seconds before the referee counted to 10. It took a while, bro. But when Becky was trying to go for a manhandle slam, Lyra reversed into a surprise roll up. Then Becky hit a surprise roll up for the 1, 2, 3, and Becky Lynch wins the Intercontinental Championship, so she becomes the second person to ever hold the championship, which is kind of weird. The first 2 women's Intercontinental Champions are Irish. Wonder if there's a third Irish person that could be there. I don't know. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Of course, Lyra did the honorable thing and raised Becky's hand a bunch of times because Becky kept asking it to her, and that's what Lyra would agree to. If she lost, she had to do that. But then Becky asked for a ridiculous thing and said, put the title around me, bro. Put the title around me. She did, though. She did. Lyra definitely did that. It didn't end like that because she turned it into a German suplex, hit the Nightwing at the end, and left. And I wanted to call that a face turn or a heel turn because she's just face still. Becky's still the heel. Let's be honest. But congratulations to Becky Lynch and her new Women's Intercontinental Championship. If people are calling her Becky Hogan, she keeps stealing championships away from talent. Bro, come on. This feud's been phenomenal. The matches have been phenomenal. And her winning the Intercontinental Championship just means there's going to be even more banger matches. Probably one on Saturday nights, made that more like Evolution 2. I can't wait to see it, bro. No jokes. Next match was the men's Money in the Bank match, and this match gave me frustrated, bro. But whatever. Everyone in the beginning attacked Seth Rollins because, of course, he did those attacks last night, and they jumped him. Solo tries to be the funny guy, but he got hit with a bunch of moves. They ended up all on the floor, and El Grande grabbed a ladder, tried to drop it, but dropped it on exactly where Andrade's nuts were. And Andrade was like, oh my god, oh I can't have kids no more, oh my god. Like, and it was not even on purpose, it was on accident. Like, bro, he actually dropped the ladder on his nuts, bro. It was nasty. But then, it's now over there because Seth decided to grab a ladder, ram it into the guts of Pentagon. But we got a funny guy Solo over here mocking El Grande. Then gets hit with a neck breaker by LA Knight. So, I mean, what are we doing here, Solo? What are we doing here? For some odd reason, I don't know why, someone decided to set up 3 ladders in the center of the ring. We already had 1 ladder. It was the biggest ladder there. Oh wait, don't forget the Slim Jim ladder. That's the Slim Jim. The Fireball ladder was there. Because don't forget though, we just found out that Fireball has a sponsor on the ladder. Oh my god, the Fireball ladder is the greatest thing ever invented, bro. No joke. Bro. But Solo ate the ladder and the ring mat after a big stomp by Seth. The craziest thing I thought was crazy here is El Grande and Seth are on top. But while Seth was dangling from the top of the ladder, El Grande decided it was a good idea to put him in the ankle lock. So that was crazy. But Andrade gave El Grande a sit-out powerbomb off the ladder, and Penta suplexed Seth off the ladder onto a different ladder that was on side of the other ladder, which was nasty because he lands thing. It was disgusting. Penta Andrade did some cool moves after. And then they met on the ladder that Seth got superplexed on. And Penta gave Andrade CTE forever by giving him a Mexican Destroyer on the ladders. So I feel bad for Andrade's head, you know what I'm saying? But of course, El Grande pulled out the Fireball ladder, and it was like the biggest ladder I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like Big Show. No, it was not Big Show's this time height, is it, bro? It's Andre the Giant, bro. Not even joking to you, bro. And then El Grande puts it on his head, and it starts spinning it around, knocking people out like left and right. Like, what the? Grande sets it up. They starts climbing it. But then they didn't work out. But then LA Knight and El Grande Americano were fighting. LA Knight tried to do a catapult into a ladder to El Grande, but El Grande, by the way, this is on the outside of the ring. El Grande grabbed the ladder that was right there on the ring post. He climbed it up, climbed on a different ladder inside the ring, and then climbed on the ladder that was going to the briefcase. Put the metal plate in his head before this, knocked Penta off, and I really did thought right there. Not Chad Gable. Chad Gable's not here. El Grande Americano was going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase until LA Knight grabbed him, did a crazy side slam off of it, and yeah. But Seth Rollins was so mad that he had to call his boys down, and Braun Breaker ran down the ring as fast as possible, hit a ginormous spear on El Grande. You remember that spear that Braun Breaker did to Carlito? Yeah, this was the spear to El Grande Americano. But let me just tell you, this time El Grande Americano did not survive. He's dead. we don't see him again. He died. He literally died. And then when Seth's group kept attacking everyone, they tried to go after Solo, but Solo called his boys down, and JC Mateo and Jay Fatu came. They helped Solo. I think it's crazy how Jacob took on Bronson Reed, and JC Mateo basically took out Braun Breaker by getting speared in the barricade. It's crazy. But Jacob Fatu hit Bronson with a pop-up Samoan drop moonsault thing, helped Solo get up to the ladder. Before he could do that, he grabbed Solo's leg, making sure he won't go down, and he says, hey, you, Solo! Pulls him down, super kicks him, does a moonsault, and then slams him through a ladder and leaves. And then Seth took advantage, tries to get up there, but of course, LA Knight comes, grabs his foot, go back and forth, knocks him off with a clothesline. Then LA Knight starts climbing, the crowd's getting hyped, but he gets pulled off the ladder by Seth Rollins. Then Seth Rollins throws him into the ladder, curb stomp. Seth Rollins climbs up, and for the second time in this dude's career, he wins another Money in the Bank briefcase, and it's probably going to get raced on Monday, and we're going to see a new World Heavyweight Champ. And I was so mad. I almost cried. I'm not going to lie. I put my hands over my face. Oh, my God. 3 years in a row, this man, LA Knight, got screwed. Nasty work. I wanted him to win in 2023. He almost was there. Damian Priest got yeeted him off the ladder. Last year, I didn't want him to win because I wanted Jey Uso to win. But if it wasn't Jey Uso, I wanted him to win. Jey Uso got cost by Drew McIntyre. But this year, LA Knight was supposed to win. But this guy got thrown off, got cut off, and got his head smashed. Like, Triple H, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing with this dude? You're wasting LA Knight's talents, bro. Bro, LA Knight, I'm starting to think LA Knight's never going to win the big one. LA Knight's never going to win a world championship in WWE. I'm saying it right here, right now. And you know the worst part about this? Right after this, the commentaries said we found out where the WrestleMania location is. So they played the video package where it is. Oh my god, the rumors are true. WrestleMania 42 is going back to Las Vegas. Las Vegas will be holding another WrestleMania. At least they changed their logo, but it's going back to Las Vegas. Oh my god, send help. Send help. Oh god, we're going back to Vegas. And that's not the worst part of it. It's, again, in late April. Why is it in late April? I like it when it's in early April, not late April. Not again, bro. Not again. We're not doing this late April stuff, bro. Oh my god. Bro, man. Then Triple H said in the press conference, we don't know the main reason why we're going back to Las Vegas, but there's a couple points. Maybe because of the city. No, we already know Triple H. We know why you guys are going back to Las Vegas. You guys are going back to Las Vegas because they pay money. They pay more money than every other city in the state, North America, and other states, or other states. They pay the most money. And we all know TKO and their greedy booties wanted that money, so they went back to Las Vegas. They're putting sponsors on tables, and they're putting sponsors on ladders. We're gonna have someone say, "Oh my god, they just got put through the Fireball ladder." And you're telling me Seth Rollins climbed the Fireball ladder to win Money in the Bank? So you telling me Fireball will always be a historic WWE moment? Are you serious? No, that's disgusting. Unbelievable. Time for the main event, which was John Cena, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso. So I'm actually surprised here. Cena and Cody started the match, but of course Cena backed off after one shoulder tackle and tagged out because he said, I'm not going to say it, but after one shoulder tackle, he left the ring because he knew Cody was better than him. But I really did not, but something happened during this match, and it was We Want Truth chants. We Want Truth chants. Of course. And of course, commentary did not say a single thing about it. And for most of this match, Logan and Cena were just beating down Jey Uso. He was for 10 minutes straight, he was just boo. They're like hammering this dude down. What? Bro. But of course, the one thing that made Jey Uso tag in is when the egos of John Cena and Logan Paul started getting in the thing of it. And Logan and John start arguing, leading Cody Rhodes to get tagged in, taking advantage. And then it turns into a finish fest when Cody gets hit with an AA. Then John Cena eventually gets hit with a Cody cutter. But Logan Paul tries to do, or no, not Cody cutter, Crossroads, but Logan Paul tries to jump and break up the pinfall, but Cody moves out the way and Logan lands on Cena, and then Logan gets hit with a spear, and it kind of turned into a thing. Yeah, but that's not the crazy part of the match, because there's a crazy part of the match where Logan hit Cody with the Impulverizer, went to the top rope, asked for the drone that was flying around. He caught the drone. He was talking to it. And then all of a sudden, Cody Rhodes gets on the top rope, starts about to do a superplex him. And they switch back to the drone footage, and we literally see a POV of the superplex being taken by Logan Paul. And out of nowhere, Jey goes in for a Uso splash. That was a sick one. And by the way, I've taken suplexes before, and I've never seen actually how they look, because I just know when I'm taking a suplex. I just see the motion of doing it, and the landing spot's not that hard, honestly, of a suplex. But Cena really thought he was slick like that. He took the ring announcer table off, the covers of it, but it failed because he tried to attitude Cody through it, but he got speared by Jey Uso. and he got up. Logan thankfully got up, did a springboard moonsault onto Jey Uso through the table, and that was it. Jey Uso and Logan Paul were just down for the rest of the match. Somehow, we got back in the ring. Cena had the championship, hits Cody with the championship, and then the mystery guy attacks Cena. A mystery guy in a black hood came out to attack Cena, and then he takes his mask off and hood off. It's R-Truth. R-Truth is back. A couple of days before, he was getting released from the company. And everyone rioted. Even WWE superstars rioted that he wasn't getting re-signed. Like, it was unbelievable. And then R-Truth takes the title, hits it across Cena's face, leaves the building. Then Cody hits the crossroads. 1, 2, 3, team Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso win the match. And now Jay and Cody had a little Wheatley vodka, you know what I'm saying? You got a little drunk before the press conference, and now in 24 and 48 hours, Jey Uso has a championship title defense, where he probably is going to lose in a cash-in due to that bum and Seth Rollins, who already won it. Like, why? And I also heard a rumor that Triple H is still talking at the press conference right now. Not joking, because that man was yapping about the biggest gate in history. Oh, we beat the biggest gate in history. Oh, I'm so glad. Like, bro, nobody cares, bro. And apparently you're still talking about your WrestleMania speech. Can't believe you're still talking about that. But that was my review of Money in the Bank 2025 Los Angeles. I thought Money in the Bank was a pretty good show. What do you guys think in the comments below? Okay, so I'm going to say this really quick. The women's Money in the Bank match, I'm going to be completely honest, was the weakest, bro. Nobody wanted to take a big spot. No one wanted to get hurt like the men's. Which normally is not the case. Normally the women go all out, but that didn't happen here. This match was okay. This match was phenomenal, except the winner. This match was great. Could have been a Raw botchy, but good winner. And yeah, that's it. So yeah. Leave your opinion down below. What match was your favorite of Money in the Bank? Anyway, hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye.